Welcome all to the SnailTrail4x4 podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, and maybe even poking a little bitty tiny bit of fun at Toyotas, then this is the podcast for you. I forgot the funny part, huh?
Yeah, you
whatever. Did. We're done. I'm distracted by fleeces now. Welcome everybody to today's show. We are fresh after Thanksgiving here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Onyx interview with Hunter on Monday. It was pretty cool learning about some fun things that Onyx does with the app, some of their new features, and some of the ways that, you know, the man himself actually goes and uses the software to find places to go camping and exploring. So,
and a little bit about trail ratings.
We'll still find ways to keep getting trail ratings out to you guys. That's our promise here on this show.
Yeah.
Today is Thursday though, and it's the first Thursday of December.
Whoop, whoop.
Which means a couple of things. One, we have a wiener.
We do.
For the Morphlate braided 4-tire hose kit. We have, I think we already talked about it. We already announced, right? The gift for December.
Yes.
Huge shout out to Vanquish.
Yes, we do have a fun gift to be giving away this for December here. Yep.
We figured everybody wants toys for December, and what better toy to give away on an off-roading podcast than an RC buggy.
You're right.
Off-roading buggy. So it's pretty rad. I still play with mine quite a bit.
You never stopped.
I never did stop. Yeah. So it's getting to the point where the kid is starting to warm up to the RC car.
Oh yeah.
It's not scaring him or annoying him anymore. So we'll see how long it takes before he takes it over and I don't get to play with it anymore.
That probably will be pretty soon.
I'm guessing pretty soon. Let's see. So that is our gift. Our giveaway for December is a really cool buggy from Vanquish. What's the value on those? $500-$600?
Yeah. So I just looked it up. Let's see. It's the Vanquish H10 RTR Yokohama edition.
Woot.
$430.
There you go. So $430 value for this month. Huge shout out to Vanquish for making that happen. If you guys are in the NorCal area, call up Vanquish and ask them for a tour. Sorry, Brandon, but I'm sending everybody your way. It's pretty rad. The setups they have, checking out the 5-axis mills, making all the axles and the chassis of these cars. It's pretty freaking cool. So check those out. Check out Vanquish. Big support of the podcast. We love their stuff. We love what they do. So yeah. Thank you for hanging out and doing some fun stuff for us and the listeners this month, Brandon and Brian and everybody else over there. Let's see. We'll pull winner a little bit here. If you guys want to get into the giveaway for December, just go to irate4x4.com. Go down to the SnailTrail4x4 forum, which we have our own separate forum because we're amazing. And all your options for signups are there in that forum. So you have the monthly giveaway. You've got the buy us a coffee, support our coffee addiction. It goes a long way to making sure that we come on here and sound chippy and cheery rather than like headaches because we didn't have our caffeine today. So
cheers.
We both have so yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on over at irate4x4. That's where all the giveaway signups are. And make sure you're in for that if you want a chance at the Vanquish car before the end of the month.
Yes.
The end of the year.
The end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Man,
Dang.
We're there.
This year went by so fast.
To me, it did and it didn't.
Right.
Like, I feel like I had a lot going on this year, so like when I look back at everything that happened this year, there was a lot going on compared to normal years, but I don't feel like it went by really fast.
Well, I don't
know.
To me, when I look back at instances, those times felt like a long period of time.
Okay.
But the overall year seemed like it went fast.
Okay.
But like, if I go back and be like, man, when I had to deal with powder coating, that was sure a big problem and took a long time. And there was, a headache and a big bummer in my process and all this, and then it was like, yeah, but that was like 4 months ago, dang, that was a while ago, and just like that time since then has passed by fast. I don't know.
Gotcha. To me, like I think back to like Cruise Moab.
Sure.
Going back through Moab and doing Pritchett Canyon with those guys. That feels like 3 years ago.
Sure.
Like, I don't know. It just it feels like it was a long time ago, and it was in April.
Okay. Yeah.
So 6, 7, and 8 months, whatever it is, 12, 4, 8 months. So I don't know. It feels like everything was a very long time ago.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like it was yesterday. Right. So I guess, I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. Time
is it
even
fucked up thing?
Is it relative?
It is if you're Einstein.
There you go.
Anyways, let's see. Should we do some giveaways and talk about FNGs and birthdays and everything?
Let's we've got that all pulled up already, right? Okay, well, I guess we don't need to lead into it then, but if you are a member of the Snail Squad, then we keep track of that. We keep track of
keep track of you guys.
Keep track of everybody that is signed up when you signed up. And we give you birthday shout outs when you're 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5, and now even 6 year members, which is crazy.
That's nuts.
So we really appreciate all the support you guys have given us across the timeline of this podcast.
Yep. Agreed.
Which it does seem like we started this a long time ago.
I was just thinking if we started this essentially like it's almost 7 years ago now, if you include the 6 months on High Sierra 4x4.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like it's been over a decade. I don't know. I don't know. Yes and no. I don't know.
It's because
it's mainly because of COVID. I think it's because of COVID. Like COVID, just like that window of COVID, those 3 years, like just never happened.
You're right.
It's just,
yeah, I still do the math of like, only a few years ago in the 90s.
Yeah. Right.
Wait a second.
Wait, hold on. Yep. All right. So let's start with FNGs. These would be people that signed up in November last month.
Perfect.
Zero. Which I don't blame everybody. Everyone's getting ready for the holidays. So, let's see. So that means we're on to 1 year's, which would be December last year.
Yes.
None.
Okay.
Again, I think holidays.
Yeah.
2 years, none. 3, none. 4, none. 5, none. 6. Oh, we have 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We have 2 at 6 years now.
All right.
That would be, cool. Trevor Clark. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations on getting all those pucks. And I got your message. Trevor Clark is in on the Zach from Oklahoma bike event.
Oh, no shit. Yep. Okay. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys, 4 or 5, and then me on my Peloton.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. So, and the other one for December is Mr. Matt Gardner.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Matt Gardner. Thank you very much.
One of our drug dealers here on the podcast.
Yeah.
He gets his axles.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Does it? There's no 7 years. 7 years will be in May.
Yes, coming up in a matter of months. But yeah.
Wow.
All right. So wait, we had 2 5 years. So I got 2 5-year gifts that we need to send out.
No, we had 2 6 years.
6 years. So they already got their 5-year gifts.
According to this. Yep.
Okay. Guys, if you didn't get, I don't remember what?
Matt Gardner and Trevor Clark.
If you guys didn't get your 5-year gift, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember sending Trevor Clark out one.
Yeah.
But I do remember sending Matt Gardner out one. So let me know, guys. And apparently Trevor still listens to the podcast because he responded to the Zach from Oklahoma bike event. So if you guys didn't get your 5-year gifts, let me know.
Yeah. Did we not do... We announced Austin Stanley and Don Happel for 5-year gifts, right?
Yeah.
We did those. We announced them. So yeah, Matt Gardner and Trevor, you guys should have your 5-year gifts. Let us know.
Should have got it last year.
Yeah,
apparently.
exactly.
Okay.
Let us know if you never did get those, but you should have them. All right. So that's FNGs and birthdays. Let's see. So now
we got a winner.
We have to go over and announce the winner. For one of the new Morphlate braided hose kits.
I know. I'm jealous. They're so nice.
They are really nice. We've been sending them out because fun fact for everybody. We had a very big Black Friday at Morphlate.
Good.
And we ran out of some of the parts needed for the rubber hose kits.
Oh.
So there's going to be like almost 300 orders that are getting a free upgrade to the braided hose kits.
Nice.
And if you ordered the rubber hose kits that were on the doorbusters, you're essentially getting 30% off of the new braided hose kits. So if that is a listener of the podcast, which I do know, my shipping manager has been telling me there's been a lot of people going through saying, listen to Tyler on the podcast. So pretty cool of you guys do that. Thank you for the support. If you guys are ordered a rubber hose kit, you're going to get a free upgrade to the braided hose kit. Cool. And still get your discount off that you got. So let's see. We have a winner.
Well, I ordered a quad kit.
Yours, I think you're actually getting a braided one too.
Oh,
I'll have to double check that. But
I got into the Black Friday deal and got a quad kit.
Yeah.
So
you ordered on Amazon though.
I did.
Yeah. So that changes things a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I do think the person that is, I can't mention names or affiliation because I bought it as a gift.
Okay.
I don't know if they listen or not. But I do think they have an ARB under the hood. So
they'll want the braided one then for sure.
Yeah. So maybe we'll make a deal off air.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So our winner for November's giveaway.
Yes. Drum roll, please.
Is David Kurak.
David Kurak. Yeah. Congratulations. We don't have a drum roll.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
I could have sworn we had a drum roll.
We have a rim shot, which is the
rim job. Oh, yeah. I thought we had a drum roll.
No, we should add one of those.
Yeah, we should have. We need to get back into using the soundboard.
It's too far away.
You need to put it on put it on one of those TV trays for
when we redo the studio. We'll all be at at the table.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So no drum roll. Congrats, David Kurak.
Yeah. Congratulations, quad braided hose kit, David Kurak. We will be in contact with you.
Yep.
Confirmed again because you're on the gift box tier. So just another confirmation to make sure that your address is still correct.
Yep. And what wheelbase you want. So if you want a standard wheelbase, if you want something for like a samurai, or if you want something for your tow rig, we'll get you whatever you're looking for. So be watching for something to come through from us, David.
Perfect.
I think that's FNG's birthdays and giveaway. Giveaway for December.
Yeah.
We do have another giveaway going on all the time on reviews, which is all you got to do is go and leave a review at Apple Podcasts. And you're automatically get entered for different giveaways we do for reviews, such as we're coming up on, I believe, 800 reviews.
Shall we do some reviews?
Let's do some reviews. We haven't done some in a while.
We'll insert elevator music here.
Yeah. Let me pull them up here. Perfect. Okay. How was that?
Sounds great.
Did sound great. So we are up to 772 reviews.
Oh, we're almost halfway.
So we're about halfway to the 800 mark. At 800, what are we giving away, Jimmy?
We are giving away an Onyx Elite membership. Big thank you to Onyx Off-Road, big supporter of this podcast. And we have an Onyx Elite membership to give away to the lucky winner once we get to 800. And the way that you enter is you just leave us a review. So go onto your Apple Podcast, log in over there, leave us a review, and that automatically enters you for this giveaway and anything in the future. Because once we get to 850, we're going to be giving away another Onyx Elite membership. And then once we get to 900 reviews, we're giving away $1,000 worth of product from Morphlate. So big thank you.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Morphlate. So
pretty cool stuff coming from Morphlate here.
I'm excited
over the next few months. So
for sure.
Yeah.
What time stamp or date stamp are we at in reviews?
March 27
of what year?
2023.
2023. Hey, we're past COVID.
Hey, we got past COVID, right?
All right.
So this next one is from GJCDINF.
Spell that or sound that one out.
God damn it. I knew you were going to ask that. GJCDINF.
Perfect. That's exactly how I would have pronounced it.
Perfect. Okay. That says, awesome show. These guys are great. It's like talking shop with your buddies on the trail. Super informative, entertaining, and lots of local knowledge. Highly recommended listening, especially if you drive a Toyota and live in Northern California.
Agree with everything.
100%.
You can listen to us as well if you drive another vehicle.
We're just going to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Rovers.
Unless you have a first gen 4Runner that tries to identify as a Land Rover. So next up is Kukusabobs. Did that
you want to spell that one?
CCSB OBS.
OBS.
So
okay.
Sounds like an OBS weirdo.
Yay. Welcome to the club.
Exactly. We got great podcast. Says, love the podcast. Great banter, as well as been a listener since high school 4x4 days.
Wow.
Best part is when Tyler and Jimmy debate a subject with only one correct answer, but agree to disagree. I don't know. Those are the topics that end up kind of like Jimmy and I split up and go to lunch in different locations that day.
It happens.
Yeah.
But we both still get Mexican food.
Yes. We have to Rochambeau's who gets the good Mexican food.
Yeah.
Who has to go to the shitty spot.
Well, that's sort of the synopsis or the summary of that entire review, right?
That's fair. Whoever comes up with the correct answer gets to go to the good place.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's still Mexican food.
Mexican food. Yeah. That's fair. I see where you're going with that now. Okay. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Next up is at Spam 2021.
Perfect.
Oh God. This is
this an MFer?
in Spanish?
Oh,
I
really?
think it's in Spanish.
Oh, good. This is going to be fun.
Oh, God dang it. I'm going to get Gemini to read this one. Gemini, come on. All right. Here we go. Voy a ganar un winch.
I'm here to win the winch.
I think, yeah, I'm here to win a winch. The winch, whatever. Llegue justo a tiempo para ganarme el winch que están regalando. En serio, estos vagos si saben de lo que están hablando. Oh God, here's a big word. I don't know. Lamentablemente. Ellos manejan Toyotas, and then a very annoyed emoji. Viva los Land Rovers.
Oh,
I think what that said, here, I'm going to translate for everybody here.
okay.
I'm really just here to win a winch.
Yes.
Land Rovers suck.
No.
That's the translation.
That's okay.
Gemini told me.
Yeah.
So that's really what it says. I'm sorry that the Land Rovers, we obviously know that amongst Hispanics, Toyotas are the far superior vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So
true.
This post here just proves it. This feedback.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's because we can read Spanish so well.
Yeah. Next up is
did you even take Spanish as a foreign language?
I did.
Okay.
In high school, in college, I took sign language as my foreign language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took Spanish in high school, my freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
And then I took Italian in junior college and college.
Okay. Yep.
And so, yeah, my Spanish is I can't read that.
I
Italian's similar. So
yeah, I think Spanish 1, 2, and 3. I think Spanish 3 was like one of the summer school courses.
Okay.
And so I was asleep every day because it starts at like 6 a.m.
Sure.
So I was asleep until at least 10 a.m. during class every day. So I didn't get shit from Spanish 3.
When you guys got out.
Pretty much. Yeah. I think it was 11. But yeah, I didn't get shit from Spanish 3, but I learned more Spanish working at Walgreens in Visalia through high school than I did in my Spanish 3 class.
I learned more Italian living in Italy than my entire time studying it here in America. Yeah.
Anyways, fun facts for you guys about Jimmy and I. Next up is Brian Moffat.
Oh, I know that guy.
At least I'm pretty sure because it says B-Moffat.
Okay.
So it says outstanding ... for Toyota guys.
Okay.
Great show with no bro posturing. I don't know what that means.
We don't have super duties.
We don't, but we do. I mean, I do, and you have a power stroke. So
yeah.
Just love of wheeling, even though they don't drive Jeeps, they're still all right. You're all right too, Brian Moffat.
Yeah, I agree.
You're still all right, buddy. And last one for today.
Sure.
It's from Daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy. It says greatest podcast ever with 4 exclamation points.
Yes.
So we're winning in the exclamation point category. We love all the trail info and Yoda axles. Dad says I have to include his name. Wreck It for Rob.
Perfect.
That's funny.
I was about to say who was
we.
Another entry for the winch.
Yep.
Or the tires now.
Didn't he say?
Or now the Morphlate stuff.
The Morphlate stuff, yeah. Didn't he say he had like 4 or 5 entries?
Probably. He has like 100 kids.
That's true. Oh, yeah, the next one is from Mrs. Wreckit. So
there you go. Might as well read that one too.
Okay. So Mrs. Wreckit 13.
Okay.
Says best off-road podcast. The Rubicon episode is my favorite. The dad jokes are the best. And I want that winch with a lot of exclamation points. Wreck It Rob again.
Perfect. Thanks, Rob.
There's another one here from 460 Nick.
Yeah.
Says Toyota axles are awesome. Wreck It Rob wants a winch.
All right.
Oh, look, here's another one.
Really?
Yeah, this one's
okay.
I got to pull myself together here. Brady 1313 says awesome off-road podcast. Haven't found a better pod. Can't wait to get out on the trail with y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Being passionate about off-roading and radios. And then there's some emojis, and it says that emoji is what makes it the best. Oh, no. Being passionate about off-roading and radios is what makes it the best. Oh, and I hope that win that winch. LOL, Wreck It Rob again.
Nice.
That's funny. Thank you, Rob, for all the nice reviews. You should have like spread them out. Technically, it's a random number generator, and I trust Google's random algorithm, but like, I would have split those up and not grouped them all together.
Yeah, he was probably sitting around a campfire or something, telling everybody to log in and do it.
That's funny. Hey, next time you're around the campfire and you got cell service with like 20 people, make everybody log in and leave a review.
Yeah,
and you have to remember everybody's usernames at that point.
Or have them leave your name so that we'll know.
There you go too.
That worked out well.
Yep. All right, awesome. So those are all the reviews that we're going to get through today. That brings us up through March 30th, 2023.
There you go. So that's great. So once again, if you leave us a review, it automatically enters you into some giveaways. And we're at I think it was 772. So we're coming up about halfway point to 800 for winning that elite membership from Onyx Off-Road, which is a fantastic gift for anybody or yourself if you win it. So get in, go over to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and enter yourself to win.
Sweet. I like it a lot. Any other fun giveaway stuff that we're doing that people have a chance to win?
No, not that I can think of. But there are a lot of toy drives starting to pop up. So if you guys are in a giving mood for the holidays, find a local toy drive in your area, and especially one of those off-road ones. And go give a few toys for some needy people and take your off-road rig out there and support a local club or group and hang out. Yeah. It's always a good time.
That's a good time.
I did have a few listeners actually reach out to us because we posted about something we're going to talk about in this episode.
Oh.
And they said we need to do another meetup.
Okay.
So
right.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe here.
That'd be fun. We've got the parking lot for it here, especially on weekends. There's nobody out here. It's a massive parking lot to fit however many people we want. So, I've always wanted to do one here.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do one, bring out a barbecue. We have a barbecue here in the warehouse too. So we can just do a fucking barbecue. It'd be fun.
We could bring a barbecue event and we could have you just sort of walk
bring a scottle event.
Well, whatever. And you just kind of, everybody makes something.
Yeah. And then you can just go around like a big potluck.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
All right, let's do it. I'm in.
So we'll figure that out. I also want, and we'll talk about this possibly off air. I'll make a note for it. I want to try to arrange a snow camping overnight trip.
Okay.
So we'll figure that out as well. And then maybe we can post it up to the listeners, except for Dylan. Yeah,
I like Dylan. I'd like to invite him, but I got to prioritize Jimmy's health over Dylan. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, I agree.
So we'll talk about those, figure those things off figure those things out off air. Mm-hmm. And if any of them actually end up happening, you'll hear about it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
I like it. All right, let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
And then we'll be right on back with kind of what we've been up to, some updates from the holidays. And grab your favorite drink. We're going to have some sips of coffee here. And then we'll be right back to learn what we were doing.
Are you stuck inside? Are you not sure where you want to go to explore? Well, open the Onyx Off-Road app. It shows you all the trails around you and it tells you their difficulty. Now you can quickly search out your next adventure or plan your next trip. Download Onyx Off-Road from the App Store. Onyx Off-Road, built for the adventurer.
Hola, ¿qué pasó, everybody? Welcome back to SnailTrail4x4 podcast. We got Jimmy and myself here. We have some stories from the weekend. We have our producer on call in case we need to fact check anything. He came up with a pretty lame joke about some guy named Adam. That was weird. So yeah, man. I don't have a whole lot. It was like Thanksgiving and I was up with the in-laws. Yeah, but
family time.
We did get to go do something together.
We did. Yeah.
It was fun.
Which isn't common.
Not very common.
But shocking. It's shockingly not common.
Yeah. I have an interesting radio update.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I did want to talk about this. I think in one of the previous podcasts, because I've had people still every once in a while messaging me about the radio group buy that I talked about a while ago, because I got to replace my radios, right?
Yeah.
And I need radios for the mule.
Correct.
So I was talking about putting together a group buy. I'm still planning on doing that. I have everybody's name on a list. So I've just been too busy to have the bandwidth to look at the radio market and see if there's something new I want to play around with and get into. Or if I just want to go with the old trusty ICOM that I had. So once I get some mental bandwidth to be able to do that, which is probably going to be after the holidays, then we'll be looking at going after that group buy. So I haven't forgot about you. Still planning on doing it. I don't have the mental capacity at the moment.
So understood. Yeah. Well, I want probably one at least as well. So one, maybe two.
Okay.
I still have I bought two Yaesu 400s.
Yeah.
And so I think the other one, I'm assuming I'm going to put the other one into Samantha, but I still want a radio in probably Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then I might add one to Clifford.
Okay.
But my thought is anytime I need to use a radio in Clifford, I'll probably be towing and I could just use the Yaesu as a crossband repeat thing and then have the handheld in the cab.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll think about that one. So I need one. I'll probably need at least one, maybe two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'll be fun though.
Yeah.
And
so
then
on the list.
I do want to get a better handheld too.
Okay. You want to essentially upgrade from like the UV5R you have, or are you looking at getting like one of the big four name brand ones, or
I would, well,
are you
if
just
I
trying
had,
to get a new one so that you have current transmitters that haven't been used for 2 to 3 years?
yes,
Okay.
all the above. My goal, I think, would to have a handheld that can do APRS.
Okay. Those get pricey.
Yeah.
Those get up into the $400 to $500 range.
Really?
Yeah.
I might as well just buy another mobile then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Honestly, for APRS, I really, really like the that Bluetooth radio.
Yeah.
It just, you set it anywhere in the vehicle. It's out of the way. You don't have to think about it. You run everything off your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great application, in my opinion, if all you're looking for is APRS. But Mesh-tastic nodes are only like $30 to $40.
Right.
So I really want to get a couple of nodes and start playing around with them. And
that would be fun.
And see if we can just replace APRS with Mesh-tastic stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we should just hit up Alex and just be like, hey, we'll pay you to build us like 5 nodes.
Well, you can buy them ready to go.
Oh, can you?
Montana Nick just bought a couple, and he said that they were only like $30 to $40 ready to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I've been apparently Instagram knows that I'm interested in Mesh-tastic stuff and keeps sending me videos and ads on Mesh-tastic nodes as well. So,
nice.
Yeah, you can get them ready to go, or you can build your own if you want to do it. But yeah, you can get them ready to go. So,
okay. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the idea of APRS. We're going down a completely different rabbit hole than what
we had
planned. I like the idea of APRS. And one of the reasons was that so the assistant can go online and find out where I'm at.
Yep.
But she has never done it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I designed my radio system around this feature kind of for you.
Yeah.
And you're not using this. So I'm considering just turning APRS off.
Not using it.
And allowing me to have the dual band radio back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
The only person I've found that really cares is my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
My wife doesn't give a shit where I'm at. Just as long as like I check in sometime on the day when I'm supposed to be home. But the mother-in-law loves watching where I go.
Okay.
It helps. She's like, it makes me feel like I'm part of your adventure. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep running it for you.
Yeah. That or Lee. Lee always sends me like, where are you at? And he'll send me his APRS link. Yeah. And I'll be like, okay, following along.
Yep. Anyways, APRS, yay, radio talk, woohoo. I did get to talk with GME.
Again? Another time?
Did we already talk about that?
We did talk about it a little bit. And we are having them on here soon.
Yeah. Next week, right?
We're interviewing them next week. And so 2 weeks from now, their GME will be on the podcast.
Nice. Very cool. I'm excited to see what GME can do with the United States market.
Yeah.
Because they do off-road radios the correct way, in my opinion.
Okay.
And so they are severely going to shake up the stranglehold right now, quote unquote, that rugged radios, PCI and Midland have on the off-road scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun to talk with them and see what they can offer and do. And maybe we'll do a group buy with them. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. Other than that, let me skip the parade since we're on radio talk.
Okay.
You like how I strategized that? I actually like started with the group buy so that I could talk about radios first. Mm-hmm. I was up at the in-laws for Thanksgiving. So not a whole lot going on vehicle wise. We took the dually up. I did have an interesting thing happen with the dually though, where on the way up, it said I needed DEF.
Okay.
And it's been saying I needed DEF for a while, and which would make sense because they drove it back from the Onyx camp out in the desert.
Yeah.
And they didn't fill up the DEF on the way back. So it should be getting pretty low. And on the way up to the in-laws in Placerville, I was getting to like the point where I was getting under 50 miles left on the DEF. And once you hit 0, you're not allowed to go over like 30 miles or 50 miles per hour, I think, something like that. So anyways, I was getting up there and I had a 5-gallon bottle of DEF with me.
Okay.
And
does it get used up? I have no idea about DEF.
DEF is essentially...
It's a thing that goes into the exhaust to help trap the bad exhaust fumes
it helps
or chemicals.
burn off the bad exhaust fumes throughout the catalytic converter process.
Okay.
So it's diesel exhaust fluid, and it gets inserted into the exhaust system after the manifold before the cats.
So it's like literally inserted into the exhaust.
Yep. It's essentially atomized in, almost like an injector kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it helps the extra diesel exhaust particles that are pretty thick and heavy particles compared to like gasoline exhaust. It helps those get burned off through the catalytic converter process.
Got it.
So anyways, if you don't have DEF, then you end up with like rolling coal kind of thing. Right.
That's where DEF.
Yeah, but you also don't have your diesel exhaust set up to roll coal, but that's the particles that comes out of your exhaust.
So if your vehicle, if you don't have DEF, then it'll look like you're rolling coal.
If you tune it that way, yes.
Okay. So,
but it wouldn't come out as thick as that, but it has the same particles. But just rolling coal essentially is overloading the diesel into the system so that you're not getting a complete burn of the diesel.
Okay.
And so anyways, the truck was saying I was under 50 miles. So when I parked at the in-laws, I went and got everything and I came back out to put the DEF in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't really take any DEF. It was overflowing. I was like, what? And so like I tried it again. And it's like, maybe there's an air bubble in there. It's not getting the tube funnel is not getting all the way in the filler neck. And I kept doing it. It wouldn't take any.
You need to park. You need that to be on the high side.
Maybe I don't. And that's the only thing I can think of is that the filler neck is on the front end of the tank. And so I was parked on an incline, like the driveway is pretty steep. So that's the only thing I could think of is that it was that. But like then we went wine tasting and it said I had 60% of a full tank in the DEF. I was like, I only put in like half of a quart.
Oh, geez.
And it should be about a 5-gallon tank. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it says that there's DEF in it, plenty of DEF right now. And I didn't really put any in.
Bad sender unit?
Bad sender. I do know that DEF it's a really kind of crazy chemical that once it dries up, it becomes really crystallized. Like it will destroy your fuel system if you get it in the diesel fuel.
Lovely.
Yeah. It literally will destroy the fuel system if you put it in the wrong filler neck.
If you put it in the wrong hole.
Yeah. Put it in the wrong hole and bad things happen.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm wondering if it crystallized over one of the sensors and by getting a little bit of fresh DEF in there, it cleaned off the sensor and
maybe.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Or maybe it was low enough and it crystallized. And then when you added that little bit more, you raised the level up enough that it covered it and
maybe
liquefied it a little. I don't know.
Combination of parking on the incline got the DEF that was left in the tank plus the little bit I added to get over the sensor. I don't know. Anyways, it's running just fine.
That's weird.
No issues, but it was very weird. And I'm still kind of like,
yeah.
Do I actually have DEF in there? Is it what's going on?
Right.
Anyways, whatever.
So
I'll figure it out later.
So you were up at the in-laws.
Radio
talk.
Yeah, my father-in-law has a really cool radio called a Flex radio. He has a couple of them now. Yes. They're essentially computers that are radios.
Okay.
So what's kind of cool about them is that you can hook them up and link them to a regular computer. And the computer can control all of the Flex radio's controls.
Okay.
There's no controls on the radio itself.
Got it.
You have to connect it to a computer to run.
Sure.
But what's cool about it is once you connect it to a computer, you can run that radio cloud-based.
Oh, yeah.
So you can run it from anywhere in the world as if you have internet.
Okay.
So I could go up to a mountaintop somewhere with my Starlink, open up my laptop, connect to his radio.
Yeah.
And compete in a contest while I'm out camping if I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. So would you classify yourself as where you would be like, say you go up to, where do you guys normally go out by, like Shasta, Tuolumne? What, not
for
Tuolumne.
like those, Tehama County?
Tehama.
Yep.
If you were out in Tehama and you were on the wireless connection to the one that's outside of Placerville.
Yep.
Would you classify you as being in Tehama or in Placerville area?
Technically in Placerville.
Yeah, because it's where the radio is.
That's where the transmitter is.
Yeah.
But this is such kind of a new technology that it's called remote operation. So you can remote operate a contest station, and that's been able to be done for a while, but the flex radios make it stupid easy to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if different classifications come up in contests for people to run a remote multi operation or like a remote multi-transmitter operation, or multiple users that log in at different times to run the same station kind of thing from different areas.
I could think of a lot of really interesting things that it could do, because if you're using a computer, the computer can answer and receive and all kinds of messages faster than a human can.
Oh yeah.
So during a contest, you could just have it automatically respond.
In theory, you could set up programs that use voice wave files to automatically respond to everything.
And it can do it on a few, and you could have it probably come into the radio, but then once the radio receives the signal, it could split it off into multiple bandwidths and respond back. Yeah, that'd be wild.
Yep. Technically illegal to do, but
sure.
Because the ham radio rules state in order to be there operating, you have to be able to have control of the equipment.
Well,
so, I mean, so there is a radio protocol.
I can hit the power button.
It's there, exactly. Yep. Have a kill switch. There is a couple of radio protocols that are digital protocols. And this is kind of where this is going. There's no voice communication, no Morse code. It's a digital protocol that's done, and it sounds a lot like old school dial-up modems, right? And so it's a very quick snippet. You're transmitting about 5 to 7 seconds at a time. And then there's like 2 to 3 seconds of downtime to make sure that the protocol resets and gets the information. It can do the calculation of what it said.
Yeah.
And then the next transmission goes. And it's a back and forth transmission between you and a receiver, somebody else in the world, or at least their computer. And you go back and forth about 4 times to make a contact and get all the data of what you're trying to communicate. And so in order to make contact, you need to be able to state when you contact, so the time, who is contacting, and from where you're contacting. So date, time, and who.
Okay.
And both people need to do that back and forth. So, this protocol is called FT8 protocol. There's also JT9 and some other stuff, but FT8 is kind of the big popular one at the moment. And you can literally set up your computer with the JT8 programming FT8 programming to be able to just run automatically. And you can just sit there and it will find people to connect to over the radio, all automated, just like you said.
Yeah.
And so what my father-in-law is trying to do is we're setting up a second station on a standalone antenna so that people can log in and run FT8 off of his second radio whenever they want.
Okay.
And so you can just kind of sit there and run FT8 on your computer at home, running through his radio through cloud access, to be able to say, oh my God, I talked to Bulgaria, or I made a contact with Russia, or Lithuania, or
all those countries you just labeled or named. None of them have geeks as big as Bob.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Bob's pretty up there, but I'm sure they do. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So anyways, and have not put up a radio station at my house because I know what I want, and the antenna systems to do that are not feasible to do on my property at my house until what I just learned about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he found,
until now, because you can set the antenna up on his property.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
But the antenna we set up is this really cool, just a basic vertical antenna. It's about 30 feet tall. But it covers all the different bands that you would be able to work for a contest or anything else. It's a multi-band vertical antenna.
Yeah.
And he got it given to him from somebody, and he wanted to get it up to test it out and see if it actually works as well as described.
Sure.
And so we got it up there, and it's a phenomenal antenna, really small square footage because it's a vertical.
Yeah.
A lot of time antennas that run on HF bands really need to be big and parallel to the ground.
Okay.
So they take up a lot of space because they're just the frequencies that you're running on require a big antenna. This one is about 30 feet vertical and gets awesome signal across from 6 meters through 40 meters. So if you guys are out there are familiar with HF bands, that's pretty much everything. And they have an option for 80 meters. 80 meters isn't really doing anything right now because of the sunspot cycle, blah, blah, blah. But 6 meters through 40 meters for about $600. And it's just a vertical antenna. So I'm like,
so would you mount that on the top of your house to make it taller, or would you put it in your
probably
yard?
Put it on the side of the house.
Okay.
Because it needs to be supported either with guy wires or by the eaves of the house. Works really well. So I think I might go down that route.
Okay.
To put one there at my house.
Oh.
And then I'll have 6 through 40 meters. Like before, I had wire dipoles that would get me 10, 15, and 20 meters. But they took up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just a 2x2 square footage space that's just 30 feet up in the air. And you can have all bands.
That's cool.
So, anyways, but we also got that set up. So now he can connect his second radio to it and create a dedicated FT8 station at his property that people can log into.
Right.
And have fun seeing where the signal goes that day. So,
wow. Sounds super exciting.
Super nerdy stuff.
Wow.
So that was the exciting part of my Thanksgiving. And other than that, I was in a parade.
Yay.
With Jimmy.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the Loomis day before Thanksgiving parade. That's a parade that's been going on forever.
Yep.
I guess I was in it when I was a child.
Yeah.
Like 5 or no, probably older than 5, maybe 6 or 7 years old. I was in the Loomis day before Thanksgiving parade, riding a big wheel.
Yep.
Because I was a baller.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, we
was it motorized?
No.
Oh,
it was pedalized.
All right.
Yeah. With the big plastic front wheel that you could spin it and you don't go anywhere. Yeah. One of those.
Okay.
Or you just hit the brakes and you continue to slide. One of those kinds.
Okay.
Let's see. So I went to the Veterans, I think it was Veterans Day that we just had. Was it Memorial Day? Veterans Day parade in Folsom. And I was like, I wonder if we can get into the Thanksgiving parade in Loomis. And I was like, so I reached out to him and we were able to get in. It was actually a really reasonable entry fee. It's either $30 or a $30 toy.
Yeah.
And you pretty much can get in. And so we entered and we were accepted and we got into the parade. And so we went and put the decals on my truck and we hung a banner by the front of your truck of the mule. You spent a little bit of time, removing some stickers off the mule.
Yep. I got it debranded from Stellar Built. Yep.
And I got mine branded as SnailTrail 4x4.
Yeah.
Which I still am a little concerned about how bold of a statement it's
fantastic. Everybody likes it.
Everybody likes it. Yeah. Charles Locke even said, it's a bit bright, but it's something you need. And I was like, okay, touche.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun time. I mean, I had a great time. It was pretty mellow and easy. It was a bit chaotic, like the start of any parade I can imagine would be when you're trying to figure out your placement and where to be, and putting some trucks near the farm animals that were going down the road.
I was definitely weary about that when they were when we were lining up and they had farm animals lining up kind of around us, I was like, especially behind us.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not going to be good. I'm going to be revving my engine. So,
right.
It turns out they were supposed to be in front of us, which was a lot better, but I was still kind of like, I'm just going to keep my distance from them throughout the day.
Yeah. That worked out well.
Yep.
Let's see. You went in the front. You had the banner hanging off, the Snail Trail 4x4 banner hanging off the front of your rig. I opened the rooftop tent up and almost took my mother out.
Yep.
My mom and the assistant were going to hand out candy and stuff along the sides, and they had some Snail Trail swag on. And we drove out onto the main road and started idling down the main road for the most part. And we went way faster than I expected to go in a parade.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if we were like, because we were at the front, near the front, or if there was a big gap and something was happening and people were moving along quick. I don't know.
I think it was more just we were in the front. And so the first person kind of sets the pace, but like the people walking, the farm animals were walking faster than we were driving still. Sure. So like I was thinking back, because I've been in a few parades growing up, and they all go about the pace of what people are walking.
Right.
And so either they were just walking fast that day, or I honestly think it was just a short distance to go. And so it seemed like we were done faster. Maybe that was, we were driving faster than two. It felt like it. I don't know. But, I was having trouble keeping up with the walking people.
Yeah. So. Well, and the people, the bistro, Red's Bistro that was behind us was right on my tail.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay. But supposedly there was a decent gap in front of you, which I wasn't paying attention to.
Yep.
And then I couldn't really see behind me except for the guys walking out of my mirror because I had the rooftop tent open.
Yeah.
But I was told by the assistant that there was a really big gap behind us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever was behind us, they were going slow. And so we were kind of in this weird open area of the parade, and we can go whatever speed we wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the assistant had a good time handing out candy. My mom and the assistant both said it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And they were trying to they had to run at parts to try to catch back up.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to try to get the mini assistant and her friends to join us next year and have them hand out some candy.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
So a couple of fun things that I found hilarious was we lost the assistant and your mom pretty quick.
Almost immediately. Yeah.
I think we got a half a block in, maybe a full block in. Jimmy comes over the radio, goes, "I've lost my mom."
Yeah, I can't see him.
I was like, "What about your wife?" And you're like, "Yep, lost her too."
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I could only see out of one mirror, so I could only report on my mom's side. Yeah. But so that was funny. Yeah. Shortly in, just gone. Cause I mean, they were just handing out candy to, one candy or a sticker or something to all the kids. And we just kept driving.
Yeah.
They bought almost the perfect amount of candy. They said the last sort of corner when we turned into the elementary school, they said they had just ran out of candy right about that. Oh, wow. Part.
There was a lot of kids there. Yeah. For a Wednesday morning, I was like, man, are all the schools out already?
Were out.
So that's what it was. Okay. Yep. I was surprised that you had enough candy to last all that, because there was a lot of kids.
Well, I told the assistant, I said, "You sure you got enough candy?" And she's like, "More than enough. We're going to come home with some." I'm like, okay. And we didn't come home with any. Yay. We saved a taffy and a peppermint candy cane for the mini assistant, because she wasn't with us. So we saved one of those each for her, and otherwise we were completely out of candy. Yeah.
Wow.
What was another notable thing that you had?
I brought Reed.
Yeah.
So I took him out of school, out of daycare that day, and we went to the parade instead. Immediately I was like, well, at first I was kind of like, am I going to get in trouble for having him not in his car seat and like having him in my lap driving while we're going down the parade? I was like, we're technically on a road.
Yeah.
But it's a closed road.
It is.
And there's a bunch of there's people riding on wagons without seatbelts and stuff in parades, right? So
there's
I would
people
imagine
standing on trailers.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine. But I was like, I don't know what the legality of this is.
Sure.
I guess do it and ask for forgiveness is what the protocol is here. So I did it, and immediately he was so stoked on driving and holding the steering wheel while we're moving. So it was pretty funny watching him get really excited to control the steering wheel. And then he started realizing that he didn't fully realize it, I think, until the very end, that like he was the thing that people were looking at.
Yes.
Right. It wasn't, he was there seeing other things.
Right.
People were there to look at us in the parade. And so when we started, he was super fixated on the farm animals.
Okay.
The horses right next to us, the longhorn bull.
Huge longhorn bull that was being ridden by some lady.
Yes. Well, that was crazy.
She had like the lead attached to the nose, each side of the nose of the bull, so she could direct it.
And it was a true longhorn. Like the horns came out almost wider than my wingspan, right? And then came out forward of the bull like a good 2 to 3 feet. I was crazy. Like, this is impressive.
And she snuck it between like 2 poles in my rooftop tent and truck. She like made it lean its head a funny way so it could like walk around my truck. I was like, what?
She's been rock crawling before. She knows how.
She rides that bull almost every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was fun. The Grinch in his little motorized wagon cart was pretty funny. I got a kick out of that, dude. And then, anyways, Reed was fixated on the farm animals when we started.
Okay.
Once we started getting going, he was kind of like, watching everybody, but not really interacting, not really. I was waving at people, and he was just kind of like, he settled down to just kind of like sit in my lap and rest his chin on my windowsill.
Okay.
And it's like, as we're going through, everybody's like, oh, baby, look at me. Oh, look, he's so cute. And waving at him and trying to get him to wave back. And he was just.
It's shy.
I don't know if he was shy or just, he has this thing where he gets shell shock.
Okay.
Where like if there's a lot of things going on around him, he just sits there and won't do anything.
He's
but
taking
observe
it in.
Everything, right? He's extremely observant. So I think that's kind of what he was doing. And then once we got to the very end where we're exiting off the road into the parking lot to end the parade, there's a ton of people right that corner, right?
Yes.
All of a sudden, he just like perked up and started waving at everybody off both sides of the vehicle, like smiling and laughing and giggling. And
Perfect.
I'm like, all right, so he just figured out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember we got to the end and we parked and I hopped out and walked over to the mule and you. And he like stands up and he starts waving at me. I'm like, hi, and I'm like, no, this is awesome. Was he doing this the whole time? You're like, no, just at the very end, he started doing this. And I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, the parade overall was great. Being in front was kind of fun. Yes or no, I don't know, but I'm indifferent about being in front. The fun part to me was the kids, loved the engine revving on the mule.
Yes, they did.
So watching the mule come through, and there was some pretty big, well-built vehicles in this parade. I was impressed. Like they had brodozers, some big brodozers in the parade that I was like, I just want to go sit under that truck for a while. But we were the first ones, the first kind of off-road vehicles.
I think we were,
of the parade. And so coming through, everybody, the kids were like, whoa, look at that. And then I'd rev the engine and they'd like cover their hands over their ears. And then I got to the point where cause I had it in 2-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive, when I down in 4 low and especially in double low, you just barely burp the throttle and the whole front end goes
right
and rises up in 2-wheel drive. And so I was doing that quite a few times and people were like, whoa, watching that happen.
Yeah.
And then the announcer was talking about SnailTrail4x4 as we were coming through. And if you guys want help learning how to build an off-road vehicle, these guys are where to find it at. Find anywhere podcasts are listed. And then I revved the engine right there too and kind of hit the rev limiter for a little bit. And he goes, and they can also show you how to blow up their engines.
That's funny.
So
yeah, it was funny being behind you because you would rev your engine and then you drive on and then the kids would yell at me to rev my engine. But I'm in like, half the cylinders that you have. You have the 4.7 V8. I have the 2.4 22 RE 4-cylinder. And I'm like, me. you know, and everybody's like, okay, whatever, drive on. It was funny. But it was fun. I mean, I think when at the announcers, we should have posed on like tires or something.
Yeah, hindsight 2020.
Yeah. That's my only kind of sort of feedback or thoughts that I had. I kind of was trying to figure out if we could bring like small ramps along and we could kind of like do sort of an obstacle course at places.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of would have been something fun as well. But going like, yeah, it was funny being behind you and having like everybody interested in you revving your engine. That's cool. You know, and it was just kind of unique. I don't know if the rooftop tent in our world, it's like everybody knows what a rooftop tent is, but I don't know if everybody else like out there has a concept of what those are, how they work. Yeah, exactly. But it was fun. They had a little, or I guess anything else about the parade.
Yeah.
They had a little vendor area, in the elementary school parking lot.
Basic peasants.
And, it was okay. It was small, but it was neat. There was like 10 to 12.
Not necessarily like, the parade, the after party
fancy supercars. There was like Bugatti. There was a Bugatti. There was some McLarens. There was some Lambos. There was Maseratis. Some really nice fancy cars, Ferrari, and they all parked out there in the parking lot. And then there was also this. It's not. What was it? Sinister. It's not Sinister Diesel.
Some Maseratis.
Sinter Diesel. But I'm sure they worked together with Sinister because they had like the logos all over the place. But it was a huge lifted like Super Duty truck on I don't even know what size tires. 50s,
Sinter?
54s.
Sinter Diesel, I think
they were military tires that looked like big, way huge vehicle. Yeah. Definitely not road legal, but I don't know how to get around it. That was parked out there. They had Santa in the back.
54, and then 40, 50.
Yeah, and so we were like, and we were parked out on the road and we didn't realize that we could park inside that area. But I think if we do it next year, I have some fun ideas I have some fun ideas for next year. We can talk about it, but maybe we'll get a booth space and we can do some snail armor or Morphlate promotions in the podcast or whatever. And we can pose the trucks up there and we can, there's a lot of things that are different ways we could have fun with it, but
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It would make a great picture. Yeah.
Sure.
I think if we can get space in that vendor show parking lot to pose the trucks up, it would make for great picture opportunities for the kids.
Yes.
If we did it in the parade, it's kind of cool to look at, but nobody can go and look at it. Right. So, I don't know. It was fun. It was fun for me to see.
Yeah, there was another group.
All the kids.
They weren't very
having
big
a really
this
good
year,
time and
but
getting
there was
excited
South
over
Placer
the
Jeep and
vehicles.
Wheelers.
So,
they were in it.
I'm interested in doing it again.
I saw them. They were behind the supercars, which is where I wanted to be.
See how it works.
But it didn't seem like there was a lot of them. There only seemed like 3 or 4 maybe. Anyways, so we'll have to outdo them next year. They all dressed up in like Christmas themed stuff. So when we didn't do much of any dress our vehicles up one way or another, but it was I don't know, it was fun, and I'm interested in doing it again. I know the assistant wants to do it again, and the mini assistant really wants to do it. So we'll definitely do it next year, and then we'll see if we want to continue.
I got a kick out of no.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah. Putting his head kind of head on the yeah. There you go.
It's just
I got a kick out of at the vendor show. Reed loved the alpacas. He was over there petting them, putting his head, kind of resting his head on the alpaca while petting it and everything. Dude, he didn't want to leave the alpacas. It was pretty funny. But I kind of took him over to look at the supercars. I was like, these are cool. I want to take a look at these. And he likes cars and trucks, right? And he was not interested in supercars at all. He kind of was like glancing over. He kind of looked at him and then was like looking back at the alpacas and looking at the Sinter truck, right? And then the Placer County Municipal Utilities District sewage vacuum truck drove by. And Reed stopped what he was
Big
doing,
truck.
pointed at it, and goes, "Whoa."
Yeah.
It's this massive truck. Like it's a giant vacuum pumping sewage truck, right? And I was like,
oh yeah,
that's pretty funny that he wants the big trucks. He just likes the big trucks. So I was like, that's my boy. So those were the highlights for me. My uncle, who also lives in Loomis, was slaughtering cows that day.
Tall.
So he goes, I'm waiting for him to slaughter the cows, and I've got to go pick up the guts off the ground later. So I'll just come out and say hi and hang out at the parade for a little bit. I was like, sure, come on down. So he showed up. You got to meet him, and he's 6'7". He's a tall dude. And so like we were looking at the supercars, and I was like, have you ever tried to get in one of these? And he goes, no. He goes, I don't think I'd be able to get in. That was a lot of fun.
I think it was a fun time. It was kind of crazy doing it the first time, just figuring everything out. But
so anyways, that was funny.
Great time, I thought.
It was kind of fun to see him and have him come out too. So
let's see. So after that, since we didn't have the mini assistant, which is a whole story on its own, we went to go get the mini assistant pretty much right after that. And then we had to we hastily packed and got ready. And then we go out of town every year for Thanksgiving to Santa Rosa. And Santa Rosa was great. I mean, the weather was a little overcast. It was just kind of gloomy all weekend. It seemed, all week for the most part, it seemed like out there, especially. But Thanksgiving was great. We had a good time. Family was always fun to see. My brother was sort of up in the air if he was going to make it with his new job, but he was able to make it. I did bring a winch to one of our avid listeners, Sean Spaghetti. So I got to meet up with Spaghetti again. Haven't seen him in a while. So I went over to his house, and I don't want to give too much personal information away for the guy, but he's
nice. Yep.
He's one of the few houses that survived in the Coffee Park area fire during. I can't remember what the name of that fire was.
Just his address, and if you have a social security number, that'd be great.
I don't remember what it was. Yeah, the one that ripped through the Santa Rosa area. His house was one of the few that survived, sort of front line of the surviving houses. I'll show you a photo of it. He sent me a photo. When he was scrolling through a bunch of photos, and I was like, you need to send that to me. I would need to take that to my cousins and show them. But it was good to see him. Good to say hi. Wow. We chatted for, 15, 20 minutes out front. I felt kind of bad because he was just standing there and like no shoes on, bare feet, just outside. And I was like, oh man, but we just kept chatting. Good dude. Miss it. That guy's a great guy. It was good to give him the winch. So what, is there a backstory to that? Was that his winch originally and just never got it? He was supposed to come out here and do a local pickup or? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there a backstory to that? Oh. Okay.
He had a 12K and I had a 10K. I was going to put the 10K on the trailer. But the mule needs a new winch. The winch that's on the mule is not, I don't think it's doing too good. It's making some weird noises.
Okay.
I also wanted the wireless remote and everything for it. So, I'm going to put I wanted to put a 12K on the mule. So he said he had a 12K available and he'd be willing to trade for the 10K.
Okay. Makes sense.
So
that was good. Thanksgiving was great.
It was at
Turkey
a time,
was fantastic.
The only time that we could get scheduled to match was when nobody was at the warehouse.
Lose enough, and
so he dropped off the 12K with me at my house.
Now I'm trying to lose it off again.
You took him the 10K.
Let's see. My only other thing to kind of report on is a sort of a ha-ha moment or a poke in the ribs kind of moment with my wife. Because we had some Ryan, actually, Sarah and Ryan came over and he redid the bathroom door, the sliding door that our contractor guy messed up and drew some nails too deep. And now the sliding door was hitting the nails and all this silly drama with the contractor. When we pretty much said, we're done with you, get out of here. Like, here's your check, the time to leave. And so... Anyway, so we hired Ryan, who got his general contractor's license, to come and fix the problems. Family friend, of course, and somebody that we trust. And so he came and he did all the major repairs, and then we were going to do the finishing work. Right. And so it was the assistant's goal to finish the finishing work over her break. Right. She had the weekend all week, and then the next weekend, kind of off from school. And she was like, I'm going to do the finishing work in the bathroom. And I said, okay, great. Sounds good. And then, we go out of town and we travel, and we didn't have the mini assistant, and just, life got in the way, and she didn't finish the finishing work. And I kind of was like, the later part of the week, I was like, so how's your project coming? She's like, oh man, it's just all this stuff's always happening and I can't get it done. And I was like, okay, now do you understand like why the garden fence isn't done, or why these other things? It's like, you're not even working, and I am working during these times, and I'm trying to get all this done. She's kind of like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't need to rub it in, or whatever. And I was like, haha, finally you get a taste of my medicine or whatever. Like I can rub like, you didn't finish your job. The one job you wanted to do during your this break, or not Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, you didn't finish it. Like, what are you doing? Just poking the bear in a way, but it felt good. Yeah. So it was a moment of satisfaction for me, because I don't know, I don't know if everybody else's wife does these things to them, but just they always find a crook that can bother you for something that hasn't been done, and that should eventually get done, but like has no rush to get done, But, so I was able to do that back. So that was good. So I mean, I didn't do any. I did get parts in from 4 Wheel Underground. So I haven't opened the boxes yet, but I will this next upcoming episode. We will talk about what I received, which some will be shiny, I hope, because yes, one of them is.
Ooh, are they shiny?
Well, we're going to make a little bit of progress, I think, on the front end of Samantha for this upcoming week, and we'll talk about that next week.
Mm-hmm. Is it a long, slender box?
I think. We're going to need some fine tuning and stuff on the front end, and just to figure out how things fit. I might go out and get some tubing so we can actually start welding like the tie rod and drag links and all that together, or start drilling those out and tapping them however I'm going to go about it. Brian swears, he's like, you don't need to worry about your any collisions on the front. Like, it's designed so that you can run a 1.5 inch tie rod and drag link, and you're not going to have any collisions. And I said, okay, like I might go down that with the Toyota steering arms. Yeah. I mean, he has it designed so that there's enough clearance that there's not going to be any issues. And so I'm like, and I trust him, like it's his kit, he's designed it, and he's done the due diligence of engineering this thing appropriately. And so I don't know which way I'm going to go yet, whether I'm going to have a skinnier tie rod and a bigger drag link, because I need a bigger drag link, because I'm going Heim at the Pitman arm, ball joint at the steering arm. And then, but my plan is to run ball joints across for the tie rod, and those. So I might still run the smaller tie rod. I don't know yet. I might just bump it up and buy the arms, the steering arms, or the adapters so I can run the bigger tie rod. So it would be easier to go that route. It's just buying a few parts and welding a few things together. So we'll see. I'll have a conversation, with Hussman, and we'll just kind of see which route we go. Regardless, I still need to build one for Bobcat, because Bobcat's tie rod is bent. So there's still going to be one of those tie rods is going to be made. So, but yeah, I'll update everybody next Thursday on Samantha's progress. And then, after, I mean, it may be a week or two of, putting it together and some fine tuning and tweaking, and, maybe I need to move some brackets one way or another.
Nice.
I think I'm going to be very close to doing some rear end stuff and setting that all up and getting that ready. So that could be fun. Yep. Yeah, I was, Hussman and I were talking a little bit about it, because I was like, how do we figure out how far in the axle shafts go? And he was kind of like, well,
Nice.
you know, we got to put
Cool.
the third member in,
I'm
and then we
excited.
can kind of
I wanna go
measure it
play around
out
with
and all this. I'm
the
like,
rear axle. So
we have another axle. Can't we literally measure this other axle because we're using these axle shafts? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what we're gonna do. So we're just So we already know the length, so that's gonna be easy, you know. But we'll cut it a little fat so that we can trim the fat and make it so we want it or to exactly what it needs to be. But yeah, so like my whole thing is like, how do I know how far in, where do I need to cut? Like, and he's like, put the third member on the ground, put the axle shafts in it, measure that distance. And I was, and I'm like, we have the housing still. I can get the exact measurement. And so, so that'll be easy. It'll just be,
That's a fair point,
measure it a little fat and cut it off and we'll be good to go.
That's what I was going to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Rear end is going to take a little bit of work just because I have to remove that cross member. I did have a few people reach out to me and said, don't worry about the axe or the frame shifting forward or back. Like you really just need to worry about it sort of bouncing out when you're going to be removing a cross member. And so I said, okay, sounds good. And so I think I'm just going to build the cross member like husband and I kind of talked about, where we have 2 supporting bars vertically on each side with horizontal bars above and below sort of the T case. And then that should be more than enough to support it. And then that gives us the freedom for the drive shaft because that's the drive shaft is going to be an issue of it possibly colliding at full compression. And then the mounts, the brackets for the trailing arms, the frame brackets need to go where the cross member is. More or less. So that it's got to pretty much all go away. I have halfway thought about cutting out a section of the cross member so that I can then incorporate the cross member into the bracket. But I was like, that's silly. Like I'll just cut it out and maybe I'll put it back later if I want, but let's just get it out of there for now. Yep. So that's some of the steps on the to-do list, but I was sitting down waiting for a laser etch to get finished the other day.
Make it clean.
Samantha,
clean it up.
We haven't done a lot at once, but we've done a lot of small things, and now it looks like there's progress made. And so it's cool. Really motivating to me to be like, we are moving ahead, and it's great. So I just need to figure out a way to create these stories for YouTube because we don't do a lot all at once. So I'm kind of like, how do I combine this all into one story or make these stories? So that's what I need to start shooting more film and or digital film. I need to start shooting more and creating those stories and actually starting to produce these. I did release that YouTube video a week or so ago now about the dash or maybe a month or so ago now, the new head unit in Charlotte. And my analytics came back from that video, and it's not the best video, but YouTube actually promoted it fairly well. And in a week, I made as much as I made last month because of that video release. So I was like, if I release a video a week, I'd be making an okay amount of money from YouTube. So like it kind of also got me motivated. Like, okay, I really need to start up again.
Nice.
So we'll see. I just need to do it. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So we'll get there. I might try to really push myself to start early next year after holidays. So, do it. I will. For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Good. Do it. Just do it, Jimmy.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Well, cool. I think that does it for today then.
If things work out.
Kind of updates everybody on what Jimmy and I have been up to, the shenanigans we're doing,
the custody agreement.
Some fun parade times with the kiddo. And next year, both kiddos. Yeah. 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 Cool. Perfect. Well, cool. If you guys have any feedback for us, you can call in 916-345-4744 is that phone number. It's a voicemail. Leave us a message about anything you want. It could be about this show. It could be about another show. It could be about what you had for breakfast. I don't know if we'll give you airtime for that because we have a lot of backed up voicemails, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Give us a call. Let us know. We love chatting with you guys. You can also reach us on the gram over at instaland.com. And I'm kind of watching over the 4x4 Toyota Tyler account, and Jimmy watches over the Snail Trail 4x4 account. That's where you can find us there. There's a 4x4 Facebook, emails, Tyler, Jimmy at snailtrail4x4.com. I don't know, anything else, man? Bat signals. We reply to bat signals. So yeah, those work too.
That's all I need.
Snail, so you got to put a snail up there. That's right. No, not a bat. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. A snail shows up in the clouds and like Jimmy just appears like a genie next to you. It's kind of fun. So, and then you got to rub him 3 times. Yeah. So, all right, that does it. Jimmy, any final words for everybody out there today? Isn't that like that thing you play on your phone, but like on the TV? I need to look into that. And with that, my friends, keep growling.
Do you know how a sheep says Merry Christmas?
How does a sheep say Merry Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay. That might be your best joke yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeez. I thought you were making a joke about fleeces. And I was like, I don't think fleece is from a sheep, Jimmy. But then you got to the dad part.
It's both, right? I mean, you got the fleece. I don't know if fleece comes from wolf, sheep, but
I don't think it does.
It all works out. It all works out.
All right.